artistic inspiration can be found virtually anywhere.
It can come from anywhere. It can come from a joke, or it can come from something sad, or it can come from just an experience that you've had that triggers an idea.
But the idea for the latest show at the Artists Loft in Saskatoon came from perhaps the most unlikely source. A show at the gallery last year featured smaller works, and owners Denise Collette and Cheryl Tuck-Talon looked for ways to make it larger.
I don't even know what this is. This sort of thing ain't my bag, baby.
Cheryl and I talked about how maybe we should involve some bigger pieces so that it kind of hits the different wants of people. So I said, well, we could do a really big one, and then Cheryl says, yeah, and then we could do small ones, and then it would be like a mini me. And then I'm like, oh, that's funny.
I shall call him Mini-Me.
The theme worked well for Tuck-Talon, as she typically does a smaller study before doing a larger piece.
Other artists did a large signature piece, and then they would use that as inspiration for doing smaller pieces or their minis. And some paint in series, where they will just do all sizes and that in the same series.
And several titles for the paintings were also inspired by elements from the Austin Powers movies.
I looked up a whole bunch of quotes, giggled a lot, and then a few of the quotes triggered some ideas. Dr. Evil is surrounded by everybody, so I called this painting Surrounded, and the quote was,
"Why must I be surrounded by frickin' idiots?"
It was a good, lighthearted show to work on, and I know that all the other artists were giggled a lot too, and we gave them some suggestions.
But Tuck-Talon admits only one of the titles she chose can be repeated on television.
Whoop-de-doo! But what does it all mean, Basil? And I used that as a title for one of my very kind of mysterious, whimsical, ethereal landscapes. What does it all mean?
The piece is one of 7 paintings being auctioned off as part of the show, with money raised going to the Saskatoon Symphony. Bidding will happen both at the show and online at artistloftstudio.com/auction. The other works at the show will be for sale, and the variety of sizes make them accessible to everyone.
So they may have a huge vaulted ceiling if they're looking for that big signature piece. We have that. But they may, otherwise, they may just want a little pop of color. They're collecting a particular artist. They really don't have a lot of room anymore, but they would just like one more piece, or they see something they like.
The show starts Friday with the opening reception from 5 until 10 and continues Saturday from 10 to 5 and wraps up Sunday from noon until 5. Admission is free, and attendees are encouraged to get into the spirit by wearing their best 60s garb.
We take our art very seriously, but we don't take ourselves too seriously. So with that approach, we feel it's okay to laugh while you're looking at art and to have some fun with it. And you'll probably relate to it more, and you'll probably enjoy it more.
The Artists Loft is located at 617 Main Street. For Go on Shaw TV, I'm Simon Hyatt.
Groovy.